Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Making Marriage Work. My name is Kemi Tony Akimumi, and I'm so delighted to be with you again. Thank you for all the views, the likes, the comment, and for sharing the knowledge far. All right, so I have Mr. Kule Emmanuel Adebayo with me, and
yes, I am Elizabeth Azubike, founder of the Total Child Initiative and also financial advisor, Mutual Benefits Assurance PLC.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So on today's episode, we'll be having a fantastic discussion on the topic feminism in marriage. What are the effects, the benefits? And so we'll just be discussing that today so we can better understand what feminism is and how it affects marriage. Thank you so much. So, Ms. Akunle, what do you think?
Well,
Or maybe I should start with Elizabeth.
Okay.
What's feminism to you?
Well, the word feminism, female feminism, I've known it to be the rights of women. Having voice, lending voice for the woman, and letting her know that she is also a human and not second the way some people see them, men, the opposite gender see them to be some species that should be relegated probably at the backstage of life and all that. So it's just the right of every woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing, I believe. I know that feminism started many years ago, many centuries ago, when some women feel they are kind of being marginalized. They are not being given the same opportunity, the equal right as the male, right? I went to school the same way you did. Why can't I also gain it for some positions, either in politics? Why can't I have, some economic power? Why can't I also have a social status, right, like my male, right? But what we are looking at today really is to concentrate that understanding how it affects marriage, because now we have more women we don't even understand what feminism is.
Yeah.
Would say they are pushing for that, concept, but it's affecting their marital relationship. Right. I'm sure you will have had a few examples in that line.
Yes. And if women have this understanding, because I would also say that to a little extent I'm a feminist, but I've understood that we have men and we have women. Yes, I'm a woman who has a man, like we are believed to know, on top of us. I know that I have the right as a woman, but that thing that women have been fighting for and then having the notion to be feminism as equal rights. I speak for equity. Give me what is due me as a woman. Lend me my voice. Allow me air my opinion. Let me do what I am doing. I'm a woman. I'm a career person. Before we got to marriage, okay, there were certain things we talked about. I told you my fears. I told you my dreams and aspirations. Right. And then now in marriage, you should lead me through. Hold me by my hands and see that those dreams are actualized. Not bottling me up and then throwing me some place like they call it the other room. So for people who are being kept like that, that is where you now see them agitating and fighting and shouting at the top of their voices for what has been misunderstood. There's nothing really wrong with that word feminism, but having a right and clear understanding of it. If you have it, then your spouse should also know too. Men should also know that feminism doesn't mean that you are coming to match up or you want to wear the trouser as I'm wearing. No, I'm the head. No, if you're a man and you've been well taught, you shouldn't have anything to fear or bother about.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I hope Mr. Kuli agrees with you. Is the man?
You see, I've been doing like a spectator, so just going like this and going like this. You're talking like. But the thing is this, in Yoruba language, right? If I'm permitted to say that right now. See, they used to say something. I don't know if Lizzie will understand. Like,
you would interpret?
You say Pele, Olako, Olabo. What that means is that when you say sorry, there's a certain way you say you're sorry.
Okay.
And it really means that you're really sorry.
Okay.
And there's another way you say the sorry, that it's just saying it. You don't really. So this feminism kind of a thing, do you understand? The way you're talking right now, let me just put it straight. If I'm looking at you from out there, I would think that you're probably having issues Do you understand? With one man or the other. Do you understand? Because
Okay.
you're really agitating about it as though it's
No.
my right, it's my right.
No, I'm not. Like I explained, why did you hold
She
on to
only
that
expressed
alone?
herself.
And that is you can see he's saying it the way we have it in
Yeah.
in Africa, especially
Yeah.
this part of the world.
Yeah.
I talked about it in different angle, but it just proved that he is a man and he
Mm.
held on to the past. You get
You know what you see? That's what feminism fight. Every woman has a right to do whatever. Do you
Yeah,
understand? So, but
yes.
the thing is, how you do it matters. I don't think. Although yes, there's some guys that are extremists. They don't even want to listen. They are the lion of the whatever in the home.
Yes,
Do you understand?
yes.
But the thing is, for me, I think feminism is fine. It's good. I mean, you shouldn't after you have studied. I mean, you've gone to this, you acquired this degree and that degree and everything. You've just quite a number of things, and because you just got married, then and I have to now put you at the other room, like
You
you
have
said.
the understanding, and that is where sensitization comes in.
Right.
That is why programs such as this is very needed, because
Right.
a lot of women have it wrong.
Mm.
I'm a woman. I sit with my fellow women. I sit with ladies. I have men in my life too. I'm married. I've got brothers. I've got friends.
Right.
You get, so if it is not well understood, that is where somebody, if a man tells you something, maybe out of his own, is just talking, but because you're already wearing that jacket too, please bring me the word to use. You want to be defensive at every time. So we have to really know and understand the word feminism. If you get it wrongly, I bet you it begins to disturb that.
Thank you so much. So if we ask, you have a male child and you also have a female child.
Okay.
So as a father or as a mother, are those children the same? Are they equal? Would you treat them equally? Do they have the same advantage? Do they have the same, opportunities? Do they have the same privileges? No differences.
They are children. The right of a child, the four baskets of the right of a child.
Right.
Every child has the right to survive,
Right.
to be protected,
Right.
to be developed, and also to participate in affairs that concern them.
Yeah.
First off, they are children.
Okay.
A boy is a child, a girl is a child. So you treat them
Equally.
while growing up equally. The education you give to your male child, you give to
Same to you.
When you tell your girl child to do the dishes, train your boy child to also do
the
dishes.
same.
If you're a boy, you're hungry. Humans go to the kitchen to cook. Humans go to the kitchen to look for food.
Right.
They didn't say girls go to the kitchen.
Right.
Girls go to the farm as well to till the ground. It isn't just for the boys alone.
Boys.
If wherever you find yourself, could it be the rural areas? So
Right.
you give them the rights. And it is when you have that understanding as parents, that is when that child grows up to treat their opposite sex
As they grow up,
as
because
they
they've
grow
been
up.
modeled
Yeah, because they've
to
been
understand
modeled.
that.
Yes.
So what I also want to ask, now they find themselves in the society, say they are actually working for a multinational, and there is this position that they both have the same, the same qualification to have that position. Now they've gone through some tests, they've gone through some, examinations, and they both come out equally. But because she's a girl, but because she's a lady, she's a woman, now she's grown up, she's no longer a child, say she's 25, and they tell her, perhaps because she's not married, she
Gender.
can't have that position.
Gender
So,
inequality.
Gender equality. And that's part of what many women who call themselves, or many of us who call ourselves feminists, are actually hope for.
Clamoring for.
That any opportunity I can have as my male counterpart, if I also have the brain, if I have the skills, if I have the skill sets to do it, I should occupy that position. But bringing it back to marriage, like I said earlier, how is this affecting the home front? Because we have women who, in their workplaces, in their political aspiration, think you're a man.
Are mistreated.
I'm a woman. I should have the same opportunity as you. I should have the same, privileges. Now come into their marriage and say the same thing to their husband. Do you think that is right?
In the home.
In the home. Now it has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with your work. It's got nothing to do with your social, class or something, or aspirations. So how do we balance that aspect.
A woman who is mistreated at a place of work?
No.
If I get you right?
No. A woman who believes, yes, I'm a feminist, I'm promoting the fact that a man is the same as the woman, which is true in the society.
Okay.
But does the same apply in marriage?
Well, the Bible, like I would always say, I'm a person of faith, and I know the Holy Book is the best manual we can always follow.
Right.
I'm personalizing it now. I'm a woman. We are helpmeet. Okay. You meet the man halfway. The man meets you halfway. And Bible says we as women are supposed to what?
To submit.
To submit. And then you as the man, you're supposed to love. So when it's just the way it is. You know, a lot of things have made it so, the word really, really isn't in my lip at the moment. But when you go down, you're submitting to this man. It is only reasonable that the man would also bow to you and then lift you up.
And submit one to another.
You know, out of love, it would pull you up. So,
and not give you enough.
And not give you enough. Yes, no, he's saying something. He's saying something.
Right.
Because a lot of women, no, that's the truth.
Right.
It's either it pulls you up and then takes you to that height that you really aspire to get to, or it knocks you to keep you on the floor. People are suffering these things. Yes. So for somebody who has been taught as a child, that is why today I'm saying, as you're training your girl child, please train your boy child to have this understanding. You at your place of work, you're clamoring for feminism and all that, the wrong concept of feminism, and you want to bring it to your house. You would only dabaru the house.
Fantastic.
Family would dabaru.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And that's where I think many of our women need to draw the line. To say, work, the kind of attitude I would have at work, the kind of mentality I would push at work when it comes to my understanding of feminism has to be different when I come home. Because I also agree with you that in the family, a family is a unit, it's a structure.
It's a unit.
And there is someone that leads the home.
Yes.
Right? So feminism, yes, when it applies to your political dreams, you know, your position at work, you can push that. You and your male counterpart have the same opportunity and privileges.
Even in the home front too.
Okay.
To some extent, yes. We have cases whereby a man wants to do this one. Because you're a woman, just your opinion isn't needed. If a lady is just like pushing a lady to the wall, pushing a woman to the wall, when she feels she has reached her limit, she'll bounce back. So when you have decisions to make, you have things to, the home front should be pushed by everybody, even the children.
Right.
Allow your children air their views, because that mundane view
is important
could be very, very useful. When she sees that, okay, because I'm the man, because I'm the one doing this, I feel like I'm so egoistic, you can't, and you keep doing it over time, I bet you she'll come home with that wrong concept of feminism. And when a lady is out for you, when a woman is out for you, I bet you it's like your building is on fire.
Right.
So there has to be an understanding too.
Right. And that's why most men are really against feminism right now, because we have quite a number of women, like we have just described, because they are in relationships where they can't hear their views, their opinions do not matter, their suggestions are not listened to.
Those are insecure men. Secure men
would
even
that.
Promote. Yes.
Wow, we don't have so much time. I think we'll probably have to continue this gist in the next episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Elizabeth,
Thank you very
for coming.
much.
Thank you,
for
Mr.
having
Kuli.
me.
So viewers, we're not quitting. We're coming back. It's just that it's going to be the next episode, so we're still here. Keep watching. Thanks.
All right. The well-being of the marriage determines how the children will turn out. Thank you.